Do you ever feel like you have to justify yourself and how you're spending your time and maybe present yourself as more overly productive than you are? I asked that because we had this experience this weekend and I wanted to run it by you. We have some dear friends. Like I love them dearly. They've been in our lives since our kids were just so small um and they were asking, "What are you doing these days?" and whatever. And I felt like this need to sort of give them a laundry list of how I've been spending my time and my goals and sense of purpose and all of that. And the conversation went fine and that moment passed, but I was reflecting on that sort of a scrambling feeling I had on the inside to justify how I'm spending my days, to appear productive, contributing, and all of those things. And I thought, wow, all right, maybe there's some stuff to dig around here. Do you ever feel that way? So I wanted to get your opinion about that. And it just didn't feel right to say, well, I get up and I, do some chores around the house, I drink some coffee, I take the dog for a walk, maybe I go to the grocery store, do some Amazon returns. Um, now there's more to my life than that. I have, chores around the house and an elderly father that I take care of and, on and on. But there wasn't, I had to add in like making these videos and my hopes and dreams for the channel and nothing wrong with that. But I have spent so much of my life, and I bet you have too, um, defining ourselves by our jobs. And I'm sure guys have more pressure than we do. I know that seems like a sexist opinion, an anti-feminist opinion, but I feel like there is more pressure on women for their appearance and more pressure on men to be providers and have a career and job. Now we all genders feel that, but traditionally, but even so, I feel like there is pressure to demonstrate, articulate how we're contributing to this world. And is it not enough? Is it not enough to take care of my home and my husband and my dog who's back there and myself? Actually, why does that come last? So and these are people that I know love me and value me, and nevertheless, I was scrambling, and I don't wanna do that. I wanna feel enough. I wanna feel enough in who I am day to day and how I spend my time. My husband was so supportive, and he was saying something along the lines of, "We sit down together and we're both working on our own things," and my husband is still employed and working full time, and my friend said our friends said, "Oh, like, you're working together. What are you doing for work?" And I was like, "Well, and I was talking about all this stuff. And then the next question from my friend was, "Oh, are you making money from that?" And then I felt like it sort of nullified everything I said beforehand because I'm not making money right now. Of course, I have hopes and dreams that I can maybe get monetized and contribute to our family's finances in a small way, which would help. But I felt like it sort of nullified everything that I had said. The excitement I have about talking to you and the hopes of building a community and the joy I'm finding in that. Well, it's not making money, so it's not really valid or valuable or contributing. I just had so many layers of thoughts and feelings through this conversation that I've sort of been dissecting over the next day or so, and I wanted to run it by you because I think there is wisdom out there. I know that you have been through things in your life that you could speak into my life about this, and I would love to hear it. So I wanted to put it out there. It's not that I'm discouraged about it. I'm just realizing that maybe I define myself a little bit more than I thought with my career, productivity, those type of things that the world values, certainly monetary contribution. And in the absence of those, I feel a little bit, well, ashamed seems like a strong word, but maybe just a tiny bit embarrassed and kind of hiding things. Um, anyway, let me know what you think about that as you entering a certain age in your life, maybe facing some of the things that I am facing. Have you struggled with your sense of value and contribution in the world if you're not working an official job or contributing financially? Let me know. so value those comments. All right, thank you for joining me today, and I'm sure we'll be talking soon.